Come in.
Ma'am, Cadet Major Greco reporting into the promotion board as directed. Ma'am,
You may recite your creed.
I am an Army Junior ROTC cadet. I will always conduct myself to bring credit to my family, country, school, and the Corps of Cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. I am the future of the United States of America. I do not lie, cheat, or steal, and will always be accountable for my actions and deeds. I will always practice good citizenship and patriotism. I will work hard to improve my mind and strengthen my body. I will seek the mantle of leadership and stand prepared to uphold the Constitution and the American way of life. May God grant me the strength to always live by this creed.
You may take your seat. So, I will be asking your general knowledge questions, Ali will be asking your personal goal-based, and New Year will be asking your leadership questions, and then I will wrap it up with your current events. Do you have any questions before we begin?
No, ma'am.
How many chevrons and bars are on the rank of Master Sergeant?
Ma'am, there are 3 chevrons and 3 bars on the rank of Master Sergeant. Ma'am.
What are each of the winning colors? Please include both the color and name.
Ma'am, the 4 winning colors are red for adventurer, brown for builder, green for planner, and blue for relator. Ma'am.
What does the acronym CPR stand for?
Ma'am, CPR stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Ma'am.
Alright, I'm going to pass it on to Ali with your personal goal base.
What is one major goal you've set for yourself during your time in JROTC, and how do you plan to accomplish it before graduation?
Ma'am, one major goal that I've set for myself in JROTC is improving my leadership and being able to get in front of people and talk to them while also being able to relate to them and conflict resolution. Ma'am.
Do you have an idea of what career path you are going into once you graduate? Why do you think it would be a good plan for you?
Ma'am, I'm probably going to go into something math or science related, like engineering. I just know from hearing stories from my mom, who's a doctor, and from just classes, I tend to enjoy my math and science classes a lot more than how I enjoyed biology or some of the liberal arts. Ma'am.
How do you plan to continue challenging yourself this year outside of JROTC?
Ma'am, one way I plan to continue challenging myself this year is by just trying to work on myself. I have a tendency to procrastinate in school and not want to do work. Sometimes I get really overwhelmed, and I think if I work on that, that'll help me overall. Ma'am.
I'll now be passing it to New Year for leadership questions.
If you were participating in the JROTC recruitment event and a middle schooler asked, is JROTC a good program to join? How would you respond?
Ma'am, I would respond by telling them a little bit about the program, and then my experience in it, how I really believe that the people make the entire program, and the instructors and everything really culminates into a really supportive environment. And if that's what they're looking for, or if they're looking for some fun teams to join, whatever I find that want them to be able to join, or whatever I realize they're passionate about, I'd probably use that. Yeah.
Was there a time when you had to step up as a leader in an emergency or stressful situation? How did you remain calm and guide others through it?
Ma'am, one way I have to step up as a leader is through Cyber Patriot. Our commander and I, we just sort of split jobs around because occasionally we're not there. And it's sometimes a really difficult team to lead because it's easy to get distracted. But I usually just take control of the room, give everybody a particular task, and then let them ask questions and move along. Ma'am.
If a cadet confided in you about being bullied, but was afraid to report it to a teacher or senior officer, how would you handle the situation?
Ma'am, I would probably, after talking to them and seeing how they feel about it, I would probably take it to administration or a leader, because without getting in trouble myself, I couldn't handle it by myself. So I would take it to somebody, and I'd make sure to try to encourage that cadet that's being bullied to come in and share their story and take control of the situation the way that they want it handled. Ma'am.
And I'll pass it back over to Evie for your current events.
In what U.S. state is a catastrophic natural disaster currently happening in?
Ma'am, wildfires are currently happening in California. Ma'am.
What kind of debt has recently been excluded from calculating credit scores?
Ma'am, this cadet has been trained but cannot recall at this time. Ma'am.
What popular app might be banned next week?
Ma'am, TikTok may be banned next week. Ma'am.
Alright, that concludes all of your questions. You are free to report out.
Thank you, ma'am.